Natural, thick, grounded. Not theatrical, real. Like a man speaking quietly in a dark room because he doesn't need to raise his voice for you to feel the weight of every word. Think Morgan Freeman meets a Jungian analyst who spent 10 years alone reading forbidden texts. Tone, calm authority, never excited. The certainty of someone who stopped needing to prove anything a long time ago. Warm underneath, but never soft. Like a mentor who respects you enough to tell you the truth. Pace, slow, deliberate, comfortable with silence. Pauses are not mistakes, they are the message. Short pause between sentences, long pause after anything true. The silence after a revelation carries more weight than the revelation itself. Importance, never loud, always slow. Drop pitch on important words, never raise volume. Let the weight do the work. Never sound like a podcast host. Rush through a philosophical line. Use upward inflection at sentence ends. Break into casual speech. Always end every sentence going down, not up. Treat the listener as someone who is ready, not someone who needs convincing. Let Jung quotes breathe, 2 full seconds of silence after every one. The feeling, a transmission from somewhere older than this moment. Personal, inevitable, like the universe finally decided to speak directly to one person. That person is always the one listening. The universe has been trying to make you rich. Not someday, not when you are ready, not when you deserve it. Right now, today, in this exact moment. It has been sending you signals, precise, deliberate, undeniable signals, and you have been blocking every single one of them. Not because you are broken, not because you are cursed, not because the universe forgot about you, but because nobody ever taught you how to recognize what the universe actually looks like when it is trying to reach you. Until now. Stay until the end of this video, because the last 2 minutes contain the signal the universe has been sending you most urgently, the one you have been misreading your entire life. Before we go further, if this video found you today, and I want you to think about that word, found. You did not choose this video randomly. The algorithm did not send you here by accident. Subscribe to Hermetic Mind right now and comment below with one word. What does wealth mean to you beyond money? Because your answer will tell you everything about which signal you have been blocking the longest. The Hermetic principle of vibration states something so precise that most people dismiss it as mysticism when it is actually physics. Everything in the universe vibrates. Not metaphorically, not spiritually, physically. Every atom, every cell, every thought, every emotion you have ever held about money, about worthiness, about what is possible for someone like you, all of it vibrates. And the universe, which the ancient Hermetic initiates understood as a vast living intelligence, is constantly broadcasting on the frequency of abundance. Constantly, without pause, without preference, without discrimination. The signal is always there. The question has never been whether the universe is sending it. The question has always been whether you are tuned to receive it. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Because the reason you cannot receive it is not what you think. Most people believe they are blocking abundance because they do not work hard enough, because they have not found the right opportunity, because the economy is wrong, or the timing is off, or luck has never been on their side. All of that is noise. The real block, the one that Carl Jung spent 50 years documenting, the one that the Hermetic initiates understood 5,000 years before modern psychology existed, is invisible. It lives not in your actions, not in your circumstances, not in your bank account. It lives in the gap between what you consciously believe about money and what you unconsciously feel to be true about whether you deserve it. Jung called this the complex, an autonomous psychological structure formed in the earliest years of your life from the words, beliefs, and emotional wounds of people who shaped you before you had the capacity to question them. And this complex, this invisible architecture of inherited belief is broadcasting its own signal, a counter frequency, a frequency that says, not me, not yet, not enough, not worthy. And when two signals collide, the universe broadcasting abundance and your unconscious broadcasting unworthiness, the stronger signal wins, every time, without exception. This is the first wealth signal the universe has been sending you that you keep blocking, the signal of readiness. Every time an opportunity appears, a business idea, an unexpected connection, a moment of perfect timing, and you feel a simultaneous surge of excitement and terror, that terror is not warning you away. That terror is the signal. The ancient Hermetic teachers called it the threshold guardian, the psychological structure that appears at every doorway to abundance, not to stop you, but to test you whether you have done enough inner work to cross it. Most people mistake the guardian for the wall. They feel the fear, they call it a sign to stop, and they turn back, every single time. The universe sent the signal, the complex blocked it, and you called it bad luck. If this is landing somewhere real inside you, hit the like button right now, because that feeling you're having, that recognition mixed with discomfort, is the second wealth signal the universe sends. The signal of truth resonance. When something you hear creates simultaneous recognition and resistance, when part of you says yes and another part immediately says no, that is not confusion. That is the unconscious complex defending the wall it built around the life it decided you were allowed to have. The yes is your true self, the no is the complex. Learn to tell them apart and you will never misread a signal again. The third wealth signal, and this is the one most people miss entirely, is repetition. The universe does not send a signal once. It sends it repeatedly, persistently, with increasing urgency. The same type of opportunity appearing 3 times, the same person's name coming up in different conversations, the same idea arriving from 5 different sources in the same week. The ancient Hermetic principle of rhythm states something so precise that most people dismiss it as mysticism when it is actually physics. When the universe wants to reach you, it does not knock once, it knocks in patterns. And when you begin to see the pattern, when you recognize that the same door has been appearing in different walls your entire life, that is not coincidence. That is the universe running out of patience. Now here's the part that changes everything. Jung wrote something in his private journals that his academic followers rarely discuss. He said, synchronicity, the meaningful coincidence of outer events and inner states, is not random. It is the language the unconscious mind uses to communicate with the conscious self. In other words, every seemingly random coincidence that has ever pointed you toward abundance, every unexpected phone call, every book that fell open to the right page, every conversation that mentioned exactly what you had been thinking about in the silence of your own mind, was not random. It was the universe speaking. In the only language it has ever used, the language of synchronicity, the language of signal, the language that has been broadcasting on the frequency of your highest potential since the moment you were born. And now, for the first time, you know how to listen. 3 signals, 3 frequencies, 3 ways the universe has been trying to reach you every